Timothee Chalamet Beyonce concert drama. Kourtney and Travis's hospital scare. Kanye banned for life. It's been a big week for celebrity news, and today we're going through the highlights. Welcome to InformOverload. I'm Nate. And it's tea time. Timothee made headlines after a video was posted online, capturing him blatantly breaking the rules and making everyone around him extremely uncomfortable. The video shows Timothee in attendance at Beyonce's final Los Angeles stop on her Renaissance World Tour, joined by his alleged girlfriend, Kylie Jenner, as well as her sisters Kim and Chloe, who brought their kids along for the ride. Timothee is casually holding and inhaling a Popeye stick, blowing it directly into the face of the man next to him. While Timothee may be in the VIP box, it doesn't mean that the rules don't apply to him. The show took place in SoFi Stadium, which is an enclosed venue with a clear warning on their website that states the venues are substance-free and smoke-free in general. The use of substances including devil's lettuce as well as vaporizing is strictly prohibited. Tim doesn't care about the rules, he's Willy Wonka, he can do whatever he wants. He casually inhales as Kendall approaches, but if you focus on the two of them, they appear to be having like a normal conversation, albeit a little cutesy-tootsy, but if you focus on the outside of the interaction, it's very clear that there is one man visibly trying to figure out what's happening, where that smell is coming from. Meanwhile, another fan in the audience appears to just run over and peek over the railing to spot and see what Tim is doing before quickly moving away. While there has been no confirmation on exactly what took place at the concert, you can see a concerned woman standing between them for a moment just before the guy pops out behind Timothee. This kinda looks like another Kardashian, but it's unclear which one specifically. Honestly, it could have been anybody. According to the guest list from that night, several A-listers were in attendance, like Tom Holland and Zendaya, Justin and Hailey Bieber, even Lizzo was in attendance. Did people just stop caring about Lizzo? I thought she was being sued. She must be pretty confident if she's attending concerts with no shame. Hopefully there weren't any bananas on hand at Beyonce's B-Day. Oh yeah, not only was that her last LA stop, but it was her birthday. Way to be a gentleman, Mr. Timmy. Now, there are several reasons why Tim might have thought that this was okay. It's not, I'll start by saying that, but let's pretend we're famous actors for a moment, alright? Let me get in the mindset. Ooh, I'm at Beyonce's concert. I'm a VIP. Yes, I'm a very important person. Right. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm there. I'm in the right mindset. Let's talk about it. Being in the VIP booth is of course the first and foremost example. There's always this tinge of arrogance when you step foot behind some velvet ropes or one of those special doors. I wouldn't know, but I can imagine there is. The next is that he's standing next to what looks like a fog machine. There is a steady stream of smoke coming from behind him throughout the entire video, so maybe he figured the smoke that he was exhaling would blend in with the smoke from the machine. Now, I'm sure we've all caught a sniff of someone having a little pufferoni and cheese now and again, and it's a very distinct smell that does not normally come from a machine at a concert. Motor oil, maybe, but not menthol. The third is Tim is calm, cool, and collected. He's wearing a black baseball cap and a sweater, embodying the old myth that if you throw a hat and some shades on, you become invisible. Well, that did not work. As mentioned before, he was not alone at this show, dragging along his now confirmed partner, Kylie, for the ride. The couple were spotted packing on the PDA over and over again, right after the whole smoke incident too. Yummy! Not only was he filmed breaking the law on camera, but he was also spotted smooching his lady over and over again throughout the night. Timothee must think that a baseball cap is all he needs to throw people off, when in reality that is just him on the video, clear as day. Seriously, throw a top hat and a jacket on him and ask him to show you his chocolate river. Nope, that sounded naughty. Scratch that. Reverse it. Next up in the news, another health scare from this year, only this time it involves Travis Barker and Kourtney Kardashian. It's one of the internet's favorite couples that just can't seem to catch a break, am I right? Barker and Kardashian were married in May of 2022, bringing her 3 kids, Mason, Penelope, and Rain, along with her. Their father is of course Scott Disick, one of the most controversial men to ever grace Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but this entry is not about him. On Friday, September 1st, Travis and his band Blink-182 announced that they would be postponing a handful of their upcoming Ireland and UK shows, as Travis had to return home to the States for a family emergency. Many fans were nervous that there may have been something wrong with Kourtney or possibly the kids, but many were also wondering if Travis's own offspring, Landon and Alabama, were okay. His ex, Shanna Moakler, told TMZ that she wasn't sure what was going on, but that herself and her family are safe and sound so far as they know. The couple were spotted exiting a hospital over the weekend and being escorted into a black SUV. So far, there's been no confirmation on what exactly the family emergency is or why it's so severe that they had to be forced to abandon their show. At the end of the day, it seems like Travis is just trying to be a good husband and a father. His wife Kourtney announced her pregnancy in June when she held up a sign at one of Travis's concerts that read, "Travis, I'm pregnant," as she showed off her pregnancy bump. Her name must have been on that sign or something. I can only imagine how many women have probably held that over their heads just to mess with him over the years. It doesn't matter what has happened at home, whether someone is sick or if she stubbed her toe. It seems like he just wanted to be there for Kourtney in her time of need. The unfortunate side is that this concert tour was the first time that the original Blink-182 trio have performed together since 2015, after guitarist Tom DeLonge left the crew to focus on his scientific efforts, working to this very day to prove the existence of extraterrestrial life. Many fans have taken to the internet to express their disappointment. Thankfully, the show is not over entirely, and for the time being, Travis plans on making a return to the stage very soon. There are millions of speculations flying around, and unfortunately, a large portion of the internet have taken to the dark side of things in fear that there may be an issue with Kourtney and the baby. The logic is there: Blink-182, a band so incredible that they single-handedly brought down the Fyre Festival in 2017, and that is the only reason the Fyre Festival failed, hashtag Fyre Festival 2. It would have taken something life-changing to justify another cancellation. However, many others don't think that that's true, as the photos from the hospital visit show Kourtney in relatively good health. Now, I don't know for sure. I don't have a direct line to the Kardashian house. My goodness, I wish I did. My job would be so much easier. One factor that has yet to play in are the Kardashian parents, Momager Kris and, well, Mama Caitlyn. So far, neither have commented on their health or the health of their daughters. If something is wrong with either or, this would make sense. Travis has been very involved with family units since day one, and from what we can tell, Kris and Caitlyn treat him like one of their own. But what's interesting is that a little bit of digging finds that there may be little to nothing going on. I mean, think about it. 3 of the 4 Kardashian kids were spotted at Beyonce's concert this week. If something truly terrible was happening to their sister, or Lord forbid, one of their parents, why would they be out and about without a care in the world? Who am I kidding? A funeral for these people probably costs $100,000 and involves strobe lights. And finally, Kanye West is banned from a boat. Capping off our news story this week is a man who needs little to no introduction. Kanye was spotted on a boat with his partner Bianca Censori, who just is basically Kim Kardashian with short blonde hair and eyebrows. He was spotted on a boat wearing no pants. A passerby was able to capture a photo of Mr. Yee riding a boat through a canal in Venice, wearing just nothing, letting everything hang loose for the world to see. Kanye may think the situation is funny, but for the people of Venice, it's the exact opposite. The company's owner, Venezia Turismo Motoscafi, and I'm sorry I had to do an accent, it's the only way to pronounce it, that charters the boat, claims that the man in charge of steering it was just too busy keeping an eye out for traffic to notice what was going on. If they had seen what was happening, the boat would have been pulled over and Kanye would have faced charges of indecent exposure. The firm also called Kanye out by name to inform him and his partner that they no longer would be welcome on any vessels owned by their company. If Kanye wants to get around Venice now, he needs to swim like the rest of us. I've just been informed that you're not supposed to swim in the canal. I have to make some phone calls. According to the driver of the vessel, he never saw anything, not just because of the traffic, but because there was a third person that was obstructing their view. That means that there was a third person just kind of standing on the boat watching Kanye do his thing. How strange is that? Unless he'd be into it. That would make sense. While neither Kanye nor Censori have commented on the incident, the couple received a lifetime ban according to the company. This is just another misstep for Kanye, no surprise, but some outlets speculate that the entire thing could be one big publicity stunt. As we all know, Kanye is not a very popular man, and he did it to himself in the past few years. So I have a little Dr. Seuss poem I wrote to summarize the situation. I like to share it for the uninformed, so here you go. He was a rapper who lived in LA. He decided to ruin his rep though one day. He typed and he clicked to his little heart's content. He said racist stuff. He needed to vent. He posted to Twitter to share all his woes. The world said no thank you. It's time that he goes. He was cancelled and soiled his semi-good name. He chose anger and hate over fortune and fame. His clothes all got burned and his wife left his home. No more sponsors. No more Kim. Kanye was alone. What was worse still, keeping Ye in the dumps while his only friend was arrested. Poor Donald Trump. So there you go. If you don't know what happened to him, you should now be up to speed. Would it really be all that surprising if this dude was just joshing us for the clicks? I mean, it would not be the first time he's tried something like this. Kanye is an expert at getting the world's attention, albeit for some pretty bad reasons, but he can do it. In the mid-2010s, all he did was put on a big red hat with one sentence on it and the world just blew up. Granted, he was supporting one of the worst men in modern history, but whatever. He was brought on talk shows and podcasts to discuss his political views, religious beliefs, depressing, deep topics that just really should not be discussed in public. Literally the first time the world truly saw this dude's madness play out was on Jimmy Kimmel Live in 2018. Kanye was absolutely unhinged. Jimmy brought him on to discuss some political beliefs that were heavily criticized by the public because he was a backer of Donald Trump. When asked about his statements and fear of what this might do to his career, Kanye defended the statements by claiming that he did not have to conform to some united mindset. He was a little bit upset at the backlash, but a big part of him kinda liked the hate. He then suggested that the world is a simulation, claimed that we were all just unpaid actors. The over 20-minute interview is just filled with metaphors, the concept of love, and comparisons to the Son of God. Like, this interview was only a short time after his anti-Semitic tweets were circulating the internet. He even made a joke about the anxiety of asking his publicist to appear on the show. Hey, whoever is Kanye's publicist, I hope you're doing okay. I swear, this man just digs his hole deeper and deeper with each and everything he does on the internet. Cancel his Twitter. He'll make a fake account. You telling me Kanye's not a catfish? What else is he supposed to do all day? Work? No. Well, those are the top stories that we've got for you today. Will Timothee Chalamet face justice? Is Kourtney okay? And, you know, is Kanye gonna always be banned? Probably. Hopefully we will have a new update for you in our next news story. If you don't want to miss it, make sure to subscribe, click all the likes, and keep coming back for more every day. I'm Nate, this is InformOverload, and we'll see you next time.